Hey guys. Okay, so this is like super impromptu. It wasn't on the schedule and it wasn't planned, but I've gotten a lot of questions lately about how to seal the deal with your potentials when you gain those potential loyal customers. I'm also going to record this just so we have it for later on, and it'll always be a live video on this page here as well. I actually wrote down like and went back through and looked through a bunch of conversations I've had in the past with some customers. And, basically what happens is your conversation always ends up flowing the same exact way with almost every single customer you have. I mean, obviously certain people say things slightly different or certain people ask things in a slightly different order, but I promise you like 99% of the time it's the same questions in the same order and the same responses. And I always like if we launch a new product or if I focus on a different product for a little while, I always notice that I'm saying the same things over and over and over. And what I end up always doing is just copying and pasting what I'm responding to people in like the notes app on my phone or adding it as a text replacement on my phone. Because it literally just flows the same way over and over with in those same conversations. So if you're new and you are struggling with how to seal the deal or like these, this is what your questions are, whether you're seasoned or you are new, I would highly suggest taking out a pen and paper right now and writing down these things because it's going to help you so much. I wrote down like my conversations. Like I said, I went back in the conversations I've had with people in the past and just wrote down how the conversation flows each time. Okay, so whether the person reaches out to me or I reach out or, I reach out to them, like they've, become interested on my post. That's, the conversation we're going to be talking about right now. That we do gain potential customers in some other ways, like through, messaging them to be a product model. Those conversations kind of flow slightly differently, and we'll do a training on that another day. These conversations I'm going to be talking about are from people that have either seen a post that you made or seen a story that you made and they've come to you about the product and they're interested. Or they're somebody who you have gained as a potential through a host to post. So one of your friends has made a post for you and they have people commenting saying like, send me more information. Yes, I'm interested. So they comment on a post and they say interested. The first thing I'm going to do is reply to that comment and say messaging you, because not only is this going to give them a heads up, like a message is coming their way, but this also is going to help your Facebook algorithm and your posts get seen by more people. And that is always our goal here, is to be putting your posts in front of more people all the time, right? So you reply and you say messaging you, that bumps your post back up onto the algorithm, but it also gives them a heads up, like a message is coming their way, look out for it. So then in the message I send, say this person's name is Sarah that commented that they're interested. I would say, hey, Sarah, exclamation point, how are you? Question mark, exclamation point. Are you interested in the Thermofy X? Because it came from a Thermofy X post or a host to post that I made. So either way, that is exactly what I'd say, whether it was from a host to post or a post. Obviously, they're interested in the Thermofy X, right? Because that's the post that they commented on. But I just want to lead into the conversation in that manner and make sure it flows in the way that I want it to. And this is how I'm going to set myself up for a successful conversation. So I just want to start off that way because I don't want to give them all the information that they need right off the bat. What's going to happen is I'm going to end up answering questions or, things that they don't even want to know the information to, or I might throw up with my words. I might say too much, and a confused mind always says no. So we want to keep things as simple and to the point as possible. And we want to just be a person and like a real life friend. If somebody on the street came up to you and was like, hey, I'm interested in what you're holding, you wouldn't say, oh my gosh, yes, like this is the Thermofy X and it does this and it does this and it does this and launch into that. No, you would start your conversation by saying like, oh, hey girl, like how are you? You're interested in this product? And that's how your conversation would start flowing from there. So you want the same thing to go on with your messages. And again, you just want to be a real person and a real friend. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them how they are. Show that you care about them because they're going to love that you're, again, being a real friend for them. Okay, so to just repeat that from the beginning, I want you all writing these things down. They comment on your post or a host a post saying they're interested. You reply, you say messaging you. The first thing you do is go to your messages, go and message them and say, hey, Sarah, exclamation point, how are you? Question mark, exclamation point, are you interested in the ThermoFight X? Question mark, exclamation point. Obviously, if it's a post about the hair, skin, and nails, you're going to replace that with hair, skin, and nails. If it's a post about the cleanse, you're going to say cleanse. So just replace that with what product you're talking about or your post was about. And now, as you can see, I added so many exclamation points in this super short paragraph. There's 3 sentences, but after every single one, I added an exclamation point because your excitement sells more than anything else. One of the things that I learned very early on, and that is what my enroller taught me, is always use exclamation points in anything you're doing, because it shows excitement and it shows passion, and people are drawn to that. People are drawn to lively, passionate people. You don't want to sound monotone and boring and plain. Before this business, I never used as many exclamation points as I do now, but they're so important when you're trying to share that passion and excitement with other people. Okay, so then they reply to that message that you just sent and they say, I'm good, yes, I am. You reply and you say, awesome, exclamation point, and then you're going to describe that product. So I'm just going to pull up, I forgot to keep my description up on my computer here. I'm just going to pull up the description example that I would share with somebody. Now, like I said, you're going to keep these descriptions for your product super, super simple. Add some like really fun, cool stuff about that product. And like the important points of it. And if you don't know how to describe a product, we can help you with that. We have tons of scripts and examples on how to describe things for you right on our team pages. And like, because we're seasoned with this, we probably know how to describe the product. And like I said, you can find those on our team page. But if you like don't know and you're on the spot and it's a product that we don't have a description for, typically all you need to do, and like if we have a new product launch, this is what I do. All you need to do is go to the product info sheet found on your website or your eSuite and just take the like points that stick out to you and are the most important points of this product that are the selling points, and make it, really fun. So you want to give them facts, but not too many facts, just like the most important, most exciting facts about this product. So they say that they're interested. They reply, I'm good. Yes, I am. You say, awesome. The ThermoFight X is amazing. Exclamation point. Again, sharing excitement. It's the next generation thermogenic weight loss. Exclamation point. With the scientifically proven ingredients ThermoFight X, you can fire up your weight loss and drop twice as many pounds compared to diet alone, exclamation point. This powerful formula is packed with active ingredients like green tea extract with green select phytosome that boosts metabolism, activates thermogenesis, accelerates ketosis, and melts away fat. Again, this is scientifically proven, exclamation point, heart face emoji. So as you can see here, I've given the facts of this product. So it doesn't sound like I'm just selling them junk. It sounds like, wow, this girl actually knows what she's talking about and has a product with her or, available that works and, does these cool things with these scientific terms that I don't really know what she's saying because I don't know what green select phytosome is. All I know is it's scientifically proven to help me lose 31 pounds in 90 days. And it does all these really cool things. It sounds smart. She sounds smart. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. So yeah, I think that this product's great for me. So again, it's a very super short paragraph, doesn't give them too much information, doesn't scare them away, sounds really cool and scientific and like you know what you're talking about because you're an expert of this product. And now at the end of this sentence, this is key, you end it with a question. So we've been super excited, we've added all our exclamation points to it, and now you just click enter. So you have your first paragraph that's saying awesome, and then the product description, end it with a heart face emoji, and then enter. So you have that paragraph, and it's very clear that at the end you're asking a question with it, and you say, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? It is always, always, always important to end with a question so the conversation keeps going. Because if you just gave them this information and then they had it and they don't know how to reply and keep the conversation flowing, they're just going to sit on this and, leave you on red is what we call it. So we don't want them leaving you on red. We want the conversation to still be flowing. So you've given them that. I'm going to reread that so you can write this down in your notes. So again, we've reached out and they said, I'm good. Yes, I am interested. And then I say, awesome, exclamation point. The ThermoFi X is amazing, exclamation point. It's the next generation of thermogenic weight loss, exclamation point. With the scientifically proven ingredients in ThermoFi X, you can fire up your weight loss and drop twice as many pounds compared to diet alone, exclamation point. This powerful formula is packed with active ingredients like green tea extract with green select phytosome that boosts metabolism, activates thermogenesis, accelerates ketosis, and melts away fat, exclamation point. Again, this is scientifically proven that you can lose an average of 31 pounds in 90 days, exclamation point, heart face emoji. Yes, I can post it in the comments when I'm done. Enter, enter. So that's one step per paragraph. Enter twice. So you have a separate line. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? This is key to be asking these questions throughout. So they reply and they say yes. Then you say, awesome. The ThermoFi X is usually $65 retail, but as a 90-day product model, it is only $36, exclamation point. Does that sound good to you? Again, always ending what you're saying with a question so you can keep your conversations flowing. With these conversations, like I said, they're going to flow basically the same way every single time, and you're going to be able to seal the deal with customers like boom, 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 because they're going to flow so seamlessly every single time. So now sometimes, instead of you having to give the price to them here, after you say with your little paragraph and blurb and product description, and you say, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Sometimes they might come back and say, yes, what's the price? So then you can dive right into that price. If they just say yes, that's when it's your key to dive into the price for them. So like I said, reiterating this, awesome, exclamation point. The ThermoFi X is usually $65 retail, but as a 90-day product model, it is only $36, exclamation point, enter, enter. Does that sound good to you? Question mark. Now, you always want to I personally, so there's going to be different trainings across the board, but I personally, every single time, tell them the two different prices so they can see the price difference. You always want people knowing that, wow, like I'm getting an awesome deal because I'm not just getting it retail. Like this girl has this awesome sale going on where she can offer it to me for only $36. And you want them to see that price difference because you want them to see the value in this product. Like this is a $65 product that they're only getting for only $36. Like that's a big difference. And that's, again, what's going to be so important next when they ask you, what's a 90-day product model? So that's what's going to happen next. And they're going to say, well, what's a 90-day product model? You just sparked their interest in that. So you don't want to give them this information beforehand because they haven't asked about it. There's no need for you to dive into what a product model is in the sentence before this because they haven't asked it. You want to remember, keep things short, simple, and to the point. So then they reply and they say, what's a 90-day product model? And that's when you say, as a 90-day product model, all you need to do is purchase one product a month for 3 months in a row, and you save 40% off of everything, period, or exclamation point. Enter, enter. Is that something you'd like to do? So we're always ending with these very simple, basic questions to keep the conversation flowing. So, I didn't go into, all of this extra detail that is unnecessary when explaining what a 90-day product model is. Like I'm not going into them earning, perk points. I'm not going into, the $50 membership fee option. I'm not going into all these different things because we just need to keep it as simple and as to the point as possible because a confused mind always says no. So to the point, very simple. They know what it is. Now, most people at this point are going to come back and say yes. Some people might come back with extra questions, and that's, again, just where you answer their question on what they ask. So if they ask something like, well, what other products do you have to offer? That's when you can go and answer that question. Or, why do I need to try this product for 3 months? And you can simply just explain to them, like, we offer lifestyle products that work best with your body over a course of 90 days. These products aren't just a quick fix. This is a 90-day weight loss program that we have available and offered to you to help you lose that average of 31 pounds over 90 days, or to help you stay cleansed for 3 months and get your body balanced and right so you don't gain that weight back. You want to let these people know that these are lifestyle products that are changing their life, and they're not, these chemical products that you put in your body and are altering the chemistry. They're balancing you. They're all natural products, and all natural things, your body needs those 90 days to balance out and for them to really work and do their job effectively. So if they do have, any objections at that point, that's when you would just answer their objection in the order that it's asked. However, most people at this point are just going to come back and say yes. So again, one more time, they've asked you, what is a 90-day product model? You say, as a 90-day product model, all you need to do is purchase one product. In parentheses, I put an S so they know that they can order multiple. One product a month for 3 months in a row, and you save 40% off of everything, exclamation point. Enter, enter. Is that something you'd like to do? Question, send. Always ending with a question. They reply and they say yes. Now is your turn and time to seal the deal. You don't want to say, okay, well, when do you want to order? Or, okay, when's a good time for you to place your order? No, the conversation stays 100% in your control. You're the expert here. You are the person selling them the product. So it is in your control. You don't leave it up to them. If, I went and wanted to, go get a gym membership, and at the end of our conversation that they went to, they'd be like, okay, so let us know when it's good for you to sign up for this gym membership. Guess what? I wouldn't have a gym membership. But at the end of our conversation, they were like, okay, let's get you started now, and you can get this awesome deal, and I can give you this spot, or I can give you this discounted price that we have. I was like, oh, okay, here's my credit card. They didn't give me another option that it wasn't time to sign up for the gym. So that's what you have to do, because you're the expert here. You're the salesperson, you know about this, and you're the one getting the benefit off of them being in your e-suite. It doesn't benefit them anymore if they purchase this product now or in 3 weeks. It benefits you though, right? So they say yes, and now this is your open door to seal the deal. And you say, awesome. Exclamation point. I'd love to get your order in now so you don't lose your spot. Exclamation point. Is it easier for you if I take your info and place the order for you, or would you like me to walk you through my website? Question mark, exclamation point. Always ending with a question, and now you want to know what's easier for them. I personally love to take people's information and just get it in because I know it's going to be done. However, some people are a little bit wary of that. Sending information over the internet, of course, I personally probably wouldn't send a random person my credit card information, but you'd be really surprised. So always, 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 always offer these two options, because some people don't want to use websites. Some people find that so frustrating and annoying to have to go onto a website. Maybe they hate ordering things off of their phone. Maybe they don't know how to order something on the internet. So you always, always offer both of these options. 99% of people send me their information when I ask this. A lot of people at this point are going to come back and say, what is easier for you? And again, this is when I dive into taking control of the conversation. So if they come back and they say, either one is fine for me. So I'm not going to be like, well, what's easier for you? I want to make you happy. No, this is in your control. Keep it in your control and just say, what is easier for you guys? It's easier for you to take their information and do it yourself. So that's when you say, you would say, okay, awesome. I can get your order in for you right now. I have my laptop open in front of me. All I would need is and then you tell them what you need. So you need their first and last name, email, phone, address billing, address shipping, credit card number, credit card expiration date. Enter, enter. As soon as your order is in, you're going to receive an email confirmation for me, and I'm going to add you to my loyal customer page. So they know, they're confident that even though you have all this information about them, they're going to get an email confirmation right away, And I usually add 2, and you're going to get another email when your product ships. So they know, like, this is legit. This isn't just me taking your product, your information, or, you know, whatever. Just be a professional through this conversation. So again, if they say, what is easier for you? That's easier for you. And you dive into just saying, awesome, I can get your order in right now, super quick for you. I have my laptop open in front of me. I always say that. Usually I enter their information over my phone, but it just makes them feel comfortable and confident that you right then and there can get their information and place their order for them. So, you know, they're not just sending off their information and then 20 years down the line, you have their information and haven't ordered their product yet. Like, I want people to feel confident. They sent it to me, they're getting their confirmation email immediately. Now, if somebody says, send me to your website, then I'm going to walk them through. And up until this point, I have not given them my link or anything like that. I have just simply said, you know, like all the stuff that we talked about, and now this is the point where I'm going to give them my link. So I would give them my link in one box. So I would say, awesome, this is my link here, hannahhanna.itworks.com. Send that off. And then I would say, you know, you click shop at the top, you do this, yada, 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 and send them the instructions on how to order. Now, upselling. So you always want to make sure that once you have sealed this deal, and this person is coming in and they're your customer and you've got their information. Once I have their information, because I know at least I'm going to get them as a Thermofy X customer or a Cleanse customer, whatever we've been talking about. Once I have their information, that is then when I'm going to start talking about other products, because I know I have them as a customer already. So after they send their information, I'm going to say, awesome, I'm going to get this in for you right now. By the way, you're going to save 40% off of everything I offer site-wide. Is there anything that you want to pair with this product to enhance your results? So I'm going to help them enhance their results, get them interested. Maybe I'm going to get them on the greens so they can detox and balance their body while also using the Thermofy X to give them those enhanced results, maybe a cleanse, maybe the keto coffee. So whatever their goal is, I'm going to, you know, help them order products that are going to pair with their current product really well. If we're talking about the hair, skin, and nails, I'm going to pair them with the collagen or the keto coffee or the greens, because those all enhance the results of their hair, skin, and nails product that they're ordering. So it's not until, again, I have their information and, you know, we've sealed the deal and all of that's already happened. So I already know 100% I have them as my customer for at least the Thermofy X. Then I'm going to talk about these other products and see what else they want to add on to that. And so that's always when I do my upselling. Now, obviously, objections are going to come up in every single every single conversation, because a lot of them do flow very seamlessly this way. But objections are going to come up here and there, or people aren't going to be able to order right away. So if somebody says, you know, okay, yeah, awesome, like I want this, but I don't have the $36 until Friday, you're going to make sure that you follow up with them on Friday. And you write them down on a list. You always, always, always have pen and paper when hundreds lists going on. So then you know you're going to follow up with them on Friday, because not every single person's going to have the money right then and there. And you make sure you go and follow up on that Friday when they told you. And your follow-up is just going to be like, hey, girl, I'm placing orders right now for the Thermofy X and I saved your spot. Do you have a minute now to send me over your info and we can get your order in? Very to the point, straightforward, no beating around the bush, no doing all of this, just like, you know, let's get this in. Now, if it's somebody that you followed up with and they wanted to get their order on Friday, but Friday comes and you send that follow-up message and they haven't responded and they've ghosted you and all this stuff, and it's like 3 follow-ups later down the line, sometimes my follow-ups are literally just like, are you still interested in losing 31 pounds? Are you still interested in weight loss? Are you still interested in growing your hair longer? Are you still interested? Like, I just want to know, like, are you still interested in this? Another great thing that, sometimes you want to also mention is sometimes I'll have like objections over the 3 months. So if somebody, doesn't know why they have to do 3 months, or like doesn't want to take the cleanse for the 3 months, I always just let people know and make them feel super confident. Like, this is completely in your control. You can switch your product every single month. So you can try different things every month, and you can always change the date of your shipment too. It is 100% in your control, ! Just making them feel super confident. that, you know, this is in their control. They can change up their products, all that stuff. If somebody asks me, what other products do you have? Do you have a website link? Again, I'm not going to send them to my website because I know if I just send off my website link, I'm never going to seal the deal with that person. But if somebody says, what other products do you have? Do you have a website link? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yeah, here are a few of my favorites, and send them a list of like 4 or 5 products that are our top sellers, and just say, do any of those interest you? Because then they can start thinking of like what they're going to want in month 2 and 3. And that sometimes helps seal the deal. And again, if somebody is like, well, why do I even need to do this product for 3 months? Like I just talked about, that's when you would talk about, the life, you know, it being a lifestyle product, all natural, wanting us to balance your body, get your body right, and, you know, make sure that you're maintaining your results for the next 30 days and for a lifetime. This isn't just like a quick fix type deal. Okay, so that is, like I said, basically how I seal the deal with all of my customers. Also, if at any point in this conversation, somebody leaves you on red, so let's say I message somebody because they say they're interested on a post, and I message them and I say, hey, Sarah, how are you? Are you interested in the ThermoFi X? Exclamation point, question mark. And they literally just leave me on red, and they don't even answer that. Within the next like 4 to 5 hours, or sometimes I might forget, so it's the next day. So within the next 24-hour period somewhere, I'm going to ask them again, like, are you interested in the ThermoFi X? Like, you said you were interested. Are you interested in this? I'm just going to follow with them by saying that. If somebody replies and they say, I'm good, yes, I am, and then they leave me on red when after I describe the product. So I've described what the ThermoFi X is, and at the end I've said, does that sound like something you've been interested in? And they left me on red. Within the next 24 hours, guess what? I'm going to go follow up. Like, and all I'm going to say is, are you still interested in the ThermoFi X? I only have 4 spots left for it. So creating that sense of urgency and always following up while it's still in their head and in their mind. Some people just forget, like, we're all busy. What if they opened their message while they were, you know, strapping their kid in the car seat and completely forgot to message you back? I know I do that to people all the time. You know, what if their kid was the one that opened the message because they were watching YouTube on their phone? My kids do that to me all the time. What if they were driving and they opened it and didn't have a minute to respond, and by the time they parked, they completely forgot that they even opened your message? So within those next 24 hours, it is vital to follow up and just ask that very straightforward question. Are you still interested in the ThermoFi X? I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Sorry. So it's, like I said, it's just very vital that you follow up within those next 24 hours while it's still fresh in their head and it's still something that they're interested in. Another great way to follow up is following up with a before and after. So you can say, oh my gosh, I just got these results back from my most recent product, or if it's a testimony, or, you know, whatever it is, you know, add that photo and be like, are you still interested in this product? My customers are loving it. My friends are loving it. Are you still interested in this? So that's a really another great way to follow up. And then another great way that I just want to mention to follow up too is always with a voice memo, because it like sparks people's interest. Like, why is this girl sending me a voice memo? I don't even know what a voice clip is. Because if you're not in this business, you're probably not very often sending out voice clips and voice memos. So I'll like follow up with a voice memo and be like, hey, Sarah, sorry for the voice memo. But I was just driving, so I didn't want to text. Are you still interested in ThermoFi X? I have a few spots left. So she can like sense my excitement in my voice. And again, it just like sparks that interest for them to actually open and read my message, because this random voice clip is coming through, which they're probably not very used to. All right, so those are my tips. That is how I seal the deal with like every single customer. Make sure you're in control, very straightforward, to the point. These scripts can be found like all over our team pages, but I will share them with you guys again. But the best thing that I would recommend you guys doing for sure is to just go back, replay this video, and take notes, because that is the best thing you can do when you write something down. Everything that I have learned here, I have learned from, our other upline ambassador diamonds by watching their videos and literally pausing at every like 2 seconds. I'd be like, okay, pause. What did she say? She says pause. So I could like write down verbatim what they were saying. And because I wrote it down, guess what? It was like ingrained in my head. There is something so powerful about, writing things down instead of just, listening and adding it to your phone in your notes or something. It is so powerful to write things down and take notes on things, and that is the best way you can learn. So go back, restart this video, listen to the conversation from start to finish. It flows perfectly every single time. It's literally like one page of conversation, and boom, you are LC signing machine, and you can sign literally like 10 people per day using this method. It's just about talking to more people and getting those conversations flowing. We've been talking for about a week straight now how to gain pLCs. Now you know how to sign them. So let's go seal the deal with some pLCs, guys. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.